For the first time in months, there's finally some good news about the Galaxy S26, and it comes with a big question mark. Samsung might finally give the base Galaxy S model a real upgrade. But the problem is, it might be the only upgrade that actually matters, and that could be a serious issue. Before we jump in, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit that like button. It really helps me keep bringing you more tech breakdowns like this one. Here's why this matters. The vanilla Galaxy S phones are supposed to be Samsung's safest bet. Not flashy, not experimental, just solid, well-rounded flagships. But over the last few years, these base models have started feeling stuck in place. And heading into 2026, many people were honestly wondering why Samsung was even bothering with the Galaxy S26 at all. Now, the one confirmed bright spot is storage. The Galaxy S26 is expected to jump from 128 gigabytes to 256 as the base option. That's a meaningful change. Storage fills up fast. Photos, videos, apps, system updates, and 128 gigabytes in 2026 feels tight, especially at flagship prices. On paper, this finally makes the base S26 feel more modern. But here's the catch. Storage alone doesn't make a hit phone. Pricing is where things start getting uncomfortable. The Galaxy S25 launched at $799 in the US with 128 gigabytes. If Samsung keeps the same price and doubles storage, that's a win, a real one. But not everyone believes that's possible. Component costs are rising, and some insiders think Samsung might bump the price instead, maybe to $849 or higher. If that happens, the Galaxy S26 walks straight into a problem. At $849 with 256 gigabytes, yes, it's technically better value than the S25, but it's also going head-to-head with the iPhone 17. And that phone didn't just get a storage bump, it got real upgrades across the board. Apple changed a lot with the iPhone 17. The display got bigger and better, finally adding a 120Hz refresh rate. Cameras improved noticeably, both front and back. Battery life went up, not down, and the overall experience felt like a genuine step forward. That's why many people, myself included, ended up calling the base iPhone 17 the best Apple phone released last year. And this is where Samsung looks shaky. Based on what we know right now, the Galaxy S26 doesn't match that level of progress. Yes, it'll be better than the S25, but only slightly. And slightly better isn't enough anymore, especially when Apple is being unusually aggressive with its non-Pro models. That's why the Galaxy S26 risks becoming Samsung's most disappointing launch this year. Not because it's bad, but because it might be safe, predictable, and forgettable. That said, this year feels different. We're very close to Samsung's Unpacked event, and yet we still haven't seen the Galaxy S26 in the wild. No hands-on leaks, no final confirmation on charging speeds, no clear picture of camera improvements, battery life, or even final pricing. And that's unusual. There's also some quiet back and forth among leakers about charging. The Galaxy S25 capped out at 25 watts, which frankly feels outdated. But there's still hope the S26 could jump to 45 watts. If that happens, it's a real quality of life upgrade. Faster top-ups, less time tethered to a cable, and a phone that actually feels competitive again. Cameras are another wild card. Right now, we don't know the full story. Same goes for battery endurance and even subtle design changes. Samsung might be holding back details on purpose, waiting for a last-minute reveal that reframes the entire phone. If Samsung can improve charging, battery life, and camera performance, even modestly, then the Galaxy S26 suddenly makes more sense, not as a pro device, but as a polished, balanced flagship that earns its place. Because here's the truth, a storage upgrade alone is far too little to justify a new generation. But it's not too late. Samsung still has time to surprise people, not with thinner frames or minor weight cuts, but with upgrades that actually improve daily use. The window is closing though, patience is running out, and whether the Galaxy S26 succeeds or fades into the background depends entirely on what Samsung hasn't told us yet. What's your thoughts on this? Let me know in the comments section. See you in the next video. Take care.
If this feature becomes reality, Samsung may finally deliver a smartphone that truly works like a computer in the pocket. For now, all eyes are on Samsung to see whether this powerful tool makes it into the final product. If it does, the Galaxy S26 Ultra could become the dream device for developers and tech lovers everywhere.